everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys really quickly the last paycheck of July, and I will be showing you guys how the month went. Where did my money go? Did we go over budget? Did we end up saving more? If you guys are interested to see what all of this looks like and what I have to share, then keep on watching. Okay, so I do a lot of paycheck budgets. This is really key for us in how we know where to put our money, right? Yes, we do a monthly overview, really basic, but the paycheck budgets is key for us to achieve the goals and, those financial goals that we have. So this is what the paycheck budget looks like. I start off with our beginning balance in the bank account, factor in what our paycheck was received. It was a lot less than what it normally is, and it's because there was something that was taken out. My job had switched from being paid bi-monthly to now being a bi-weekly pay cycle. So they had to upfront a pay for us, but then they did dock the pay back. So this last paycheck was a dock, and I definitely felt it. But with a budget, you can adjust, and that's why you have savings, and that's why you have all of these different things in place for this very reason. So I like to use a method that's a percentage method. And what it is, you could choose a percentage. So you could start with 80%. So that is living off of that particular percentage. So in this case, since our paycheck was less, our goal is to have our living expenses as 80% of what the total income is. So I've already calculated that down here in the bottom. 80% came up to be $715. We do tithe from the pay received. Okay, so that's this paycheck line, not the total income, the paycheck line. So that comes to $77. And then the remaining percentage, or approximately 10%, is for your goal. So if you have debt, you can use that number and you can apply it towards debt. If you are like me, you're debt free and you want to have a savings goal, then you can use that towards that particular savings goal. Whatever the goal is, you can take that percentage and throw those funds into that number. So I've written in what our expenses are. I take those numbers from this bill tracker, and I write in all of the bills for the month, and we break it down paycheck to paycheck. And this has been really helpful, especially a time where you do get less pay. You know that you don't have to upfront all of that money, and it's not going to hurt so bad because you've already set aside funds from previous paychecks. So I know that tomorrow, the first of the month, rent is due, and rent is $1,300 for us. But I know that we are already covered and we only have to focus on $260 from this paycheck to set aside so that we can fully fund that bill. And that's really why I love using the bill tracker. If you yourself use a bill tracker, let me know in the comments, is this helpful for you guys? If you've purchased this, it is available in my Etsy shop. Everything is linked in the description box. But this has really helped us so that we don't feel that big impact on when that bill comes out of our bank account. I love using this. I have a whole video explaining the bill tracker, so definitely go ahead and check out that video so you get a more in-depth explanation of how to use that bill tracker. But these are the expenses. Total expenses comes to $619. That includes a miscellaneous category, which this is what's left in my bank account in case there's an unexpected expense, or if we end up buying something online and we don't want to use the cash that we have on hand, we have funds in the checking account, we can go ahead and just spend that funds. So $619 is the total expenses. So we still have, based on this percentage down here, the $715, we still have a wiggle room for our daily cash envelopes. And so that's also what you want to factor in when you're utilizing that percentage for your spending. You want to take into account your daily cash envelopes as well as your bills. So these are the 3 cash envelopes that we will be stuffing for the daily cash envelope spending. We're just going to put some for eating out, groceries, and then for home. And then we also have some sinking funds that are our goals, and that is factored under this number right here. So our goal is to save for future expenses or holidays, and also for a house. So we want to have a good down payment for a house, and little by little we will get there. It's just going to take some time and sacrifice, but I believe that we can achieve that. So we're just pretty much splitting this in half, so it's about 50-50, right? $50 for sinking funds, and then approximately $50 for our savings. So total sinking funds is $50, and that leaves us with a total cash of $145 that we have already taken out. I wrote in my teller slip, I brought this to the bank, and these are the denominations that I had taken from my account. And that leaves us with a remaining balance of $52 that we applied to our home savings. And so this is how the bill tracker looks like. I know I kind of went over that quickly, but I do have a lot of other videos explaining the paycheck budget. If you have any questions about this, then definitely let me know in the comments. I will get to stuffing the cash envelopes in just a minute, but I wanted to share something kind of big and eye-opening to me. And that is, how did our month go in July? And many of you use the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom and use her method. Let me just move this aside. But I decided to use an expense tracker for the month of July and just see if it's really impactful, right? So I already got the month of August set up, but I did some highlighting, tracking, like how the Budget Mom shares. I have never done this before. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I had said, oh my gosh, it's so tedious to write in all of your numbers, and it just takes too long, and write a budget, do paycheck budgets, and you're good to go. Well, let me tell you, when I did this for the entire month for the first time, so I did it for the checking account because I do pay bills out of my checking account. I do other things using my checking account, and I also did it for my cash envelopes. So just like how the Budget Mom does it, I just, I was inspired by her. I wrote in all of the totals using the different highlighter colors, just like she explains to do. And with the different categories, this is what I had budgeted for the month for like bills, for eating out and groceries, the miscellaneous section from my my monthly budget and all of that. And this is what I had actually spent. The pink is being over and the green is me being under. So as I saw, I was noticing that we spent a lot on food and eating out in the month of July. And that was shocking to me because one of the goals that I wanted was to not spend so much on food and eating out, but I did the opposite. So we were $116 over our budget. For the bills, there were certain things that had come up that we didn't plan for, but I was fortunate to have a cushion that we did use. So yeah, $204 is what we were over. But we did end up saving a little bit on some of these categories. Car, we did have to have like a car repair. And then the gas and our tolls was a lot higher than what we expected. So guys, the total that we ended up spending for the entire month was $7,066. Well, not including this August starting balance, because this is what was the available balance left over in our checking account, and also from our cash envelopes that we're rolling over. But that's a lot of money. And I see where I need to work on our budget for, like, what is happening. So I took those numbers and I wrote it in our July budget worksheet. I did the same thing, like where we ended up overspending in pink and then where we underspent in green. But I see that we have a lot of work to do in the food section from the daily spending. But guys, let me know if this method, the highlighter, has opened up your eyes and changed your whole aspect of spending as it has me. Let me know in the comments. Also, I don't know, again, I'm new to the highlighter method. I've watched like all of the Budget Moms videos explaining it, but this is, it's just alarming to me to see all of the red. So you see all of the red is all of the food that we, right, had used and had spent. So we're starting off August on a good note with goal in mind of just being better with our spending. However, in our cash envelopes, we did save $103 from our cash envelope. So that is a win. And we also had saved $413 for the home, and we put back $148 into our emergency fund. So overall, I think, you know, we did all right. We could have done better, yes, but we did okay with as far as our savings. So this is going to be applied to our home savings, the extra $103. That's what we're going to use that towards. And I'm really excited, and I am pleased that we were able to do that and to accomplish that goal. But guys, if you have any questions of what I just explained, or that, you know, the highlighter method, like that is not my method. I usually do not do that. You all know that I just strictly do this paycheck budget. I talk about the checkbook register. I say that as long as you track your spending on your checkbook register and know what is in your bank account, you're good. Well, that is so false. You really need to have a realization and a visual sheet like that highlighter to really tell you, oh my gosh, I am spending too much on this category. And the month of August, I hope to be able to share how that method is changing the way that we're spending, and hopefully allowing us to reach our goals sooner. But I wanted to share that in this video as the whole end of the month budget. This is the part that I know all of you love. I love doing this, and that is getting into stuffing the cash envelopes for the upcoming month of August using the last pay in July. So let me go ahead and gather up the cash envelopes, and we're gonna get to stuffing. All right, so we have our cash envelopes ready. I'm gonna start off with the sinking funds first to stuff. And we only have 3 sinking funds. So I just have the 3 sinking funds envelopes here, and we're gonna go ahead and write these in. So Christmas is getting $25 in that. So we are pretty much halfway through the year. Where are you guys with your sinking funds, specifically Christmas? If you do save for Christmas, where do you stand with that goal? Like, are you where you had wanted to be, where your plan was? I know for me, I didn't expect that we would have the amount of money that we do have in our sinking funds. Like, this is the most that we've ever had at this point in the year for Christmas. Like last year we had, I want to say $200 for everyone. And we ended up like making a gift and buying like a small gift. So it was challenging, but we did it. And so having $600 at this time of the year, so August 1st, having this amount of money, it blows my mind. So saving little bit throughout the year really can make a big impact. And if you are just now watching this and thinking, oh my gosh, Christmas is like right around the corner, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's okay. Do what we did last year. We just started saving a little bit here and there, selling things around the house, and we started to build up a small amount of money to spend for Christmas. And we were just creative. We made things. We looked up on YouTube and Pinterest ideas of how to make your own gifts. So I challenge you to possibly do that. Don't overwhelm yourself with having to have a big amount for Christmas. Just be creative and just tell your loved ones, your situation, and hopefully, they will understand. But let me just make sure that this is indeed $600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 6. Okay, good. I tend to count wrong sometimes, so I just want to make sure that I am doing this correct. Okay, car maintenance is getting $15. We did have to use some funds to buy a part. I hope that we're able to get it together with our vehicle. But this envelope, we are actually going to be depositing it into an account and having it on an online savings, because it'll just be a lot easier for us to use a debit card when we do purchase parts. Sometimes they have to be ordered online, and we do have older cars, so we have to be mindful of that as well. So yeah, this will be good if we can have this in a bank account. All right, so let's see if I added this up right. It gets 15. So let's see, 50, 60, 80, 120, 120, 130, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That is correct. Yeah, so we are just gonna put this into our online account, and instead of having it in a cash envelope. But what sinking funds do you guys keep online, or which ones do you actually take out cash for? I know so many people that have like multiple savings accounts on an online account. We may do that, not for all of the categories, but for some, I think it will be easy to do that. Gifts, we are just adding $10 to this. There should be 33 in here. Let me just get a $10 bill. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. All right, so sinking funds are stuffed and ready to go. Now, these are the daily cash envelopes that I will be using. Let me know if you guys would be interested to, I don't know, see this on my Etsy shop. I don't have it up currently, just because of, I like the font, and I don't know if you all would want these particular categories or just blank. But let me know. I just wanted something colorful, and I thought that these were really cute. So yeah, these are the ones that I will be stuffing. So let's get into it. Eating out, I didn't roll anything over from the last cash envelopes. So we are just stuffing the $10 and adding $10 in here to get us started for August. Groceries, we did not roll anything over either. So we are just starting off with the $75 for that. Home, same thing, we didn't roll anything over. We're just adding the $10. and I'll just go ahead and share the rest of these with you. Pet, we did roll over $17 from Pet. And then my spending, we had $30 and I just rolled that over from the last cash envelopes that we had. So I am only using 5 daily cash envelopes. I got rid of date night and I also got rid of toiletries because I just consider toiletries as a home essential. So that is going to be a part of the home budget. And the date night will just be under the eating out category. I just think that that makes sense for us, and I am so excited to use these. They make me so happy, like the yellow and the sunflowers, and it just it makes me really happy to have these in my cash envelopes. But guys, I really hope that you got some insight and you are just encouraged to get on a written budget and just make progress with your budget. It doesn't have to be perfect. My method or no one else's method has to truly like fully work. You just have to take bits and pieces of systems and methods that work for you and you understand and can really make change in your finances. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye guys!